So what is architecture? Well, one commonly held viewpoint, perhaps from a few years ago, a little old-fashioned now, would have been that architecture is the top-down structuring provided for an implementation. So the implementer simply works within a bigger plan provided by an architect. This isn't really agile, as you note. And it's also not how any software is made these days, not with any scale, because we're all component orientated. We reuse software and, in particular, reuse structure. So, you'll probably end up using a container or framework to provide architectural structuring in a top-down fashion. It might be OSGI. It might be a servlet container. It might be something much more lightweight. It might be Ruby on Rails, or 1,000 other frameworks and containers which provide a top-down architectural structuring. So where are the architects? Well, perhaps the architects, you might say, are the people which develop containers and frameworks. See, I don't agree. What I want to use the word architecture for is something quite different. I say architecture is that which is important. If design are tactics, architecture is strategy. So yes, architecture still needs to be thought of. It's just that these days you can go out and get off the shelf a component, whether a framework, a library or a container, which subscribes to your particular architectural viewpoint. Not even archaeological. What am I thinking of? That's because there's a standing stone behind me. An architectural viewpoint. By using that container or that framework, you get for free a debugged and generalized and tooled way of doing that particular architecture. So, really then, design can be thought of in similar terms. Because a lot of the time you're doing design these days, actually, you can be looking for library or framework reuse. So the way I like to think of architecture and design in an agile way is that design are tactics and architecture is strategy.